What's happening, so fam? It's Tarot Tuesday, and what I want you to do today is pick out one of these decks. Each one of these decks is going to be connected to something different, but first I want you to pick out a deck, and while you're doing that, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, comment Ascension below at the end of this when you feel like this has resonated, and press the notification bell. Don't forget that if you want to learn more juicy content, or you want part 2 of this reading that's going to be way more in depth than what I gave you here, that you're going to want to join Patreon. Link in the description below. Alright, you guys. So if you pick this deck, this is what the Ascended Masters want you to know. This is going to be a direct message from your spirit guides, a direct message from your cosmic friends, and don't switch the deck that you originally picked out. If you ended up picking out this deck, this is the energy that's tied to love and or twin flame issues, all right? And if you ended up picking this deck right here, well, this is tied to the energies of Mars and Mercury. So this is more so wisdom and action, things that you need to take action for. All right, so that's why I didn't tell you at the very beginning, because I wanted you to kind of just intuitively pick out a deck. So this is what we're going to start doing. All right, so I want you to take a deep breath. We're going to start off with this one, twin flame love energies. Everyone take a deep breath. Remember, time and space does not exist, so if you're looking at this 20 years into the date of the post, we're actually sitting in lifetime, so this is all very, very relevant to you. The first card that comes out is the Queen of Cups. So this is an energy that's telling you you need to take action into, understanding that right now, if you're having issues opening up your heart center or reconciliating energies with your twin flame or with another person that you feel has robbed you of some sort of love, that it's up to you in this present moment to recognize that you're the only person that can get yourself out of this situation. Maybe the other person that wronged you is not in a place to better themselves or better the situation. And by you waiting, you're just causing yourself more pain. So this is a moment for you to take action. Maybe walk away from the issues that you're feeling, or come to a common ground with that other person. And that's the star energy, okay? So the star is telling you straight up, this is what the universe wants you to do. You cannot avoid this energy right now, all right? Even if you're not in contact with your twin flame, or you're not dealing with issues particularly to another person, there's something inside of you that is still haunting you, all right? So if you're not dealing with a twin flame or a family member person, this is internal work. If you're dealing with a family member, come to truths. And if you're dealing with your twin flame, it's time for you to understand that this relationship needs healing. And then the Eight of Pentacles comes up, and it reminds you, hello, you need to take some time to relax. You need to take some time to understand that when you surrender into the energies that are going on right now in your current reality, you're going to be able to move yourself forward in whatever direction you choose. This is a good sign. This is a good thing, even if it seems tedious or it seems like it's something that you would rather avoid and makes you feel uncomfortable. This is happening for a better reason, so don't let it pass you up. Because if you do, you're gonna, Nine of Cups reverse. You're gonna find yourself not very happy, not very fulfilled. And I did a reading similar like this on TikTok today, and the energies were describing, twin flame healing. This is a moment for twin flames to be healing each other, and it doesn't mean that it has to end in happily ever after. We get back together and everything's amazing, right? That's not what it's about. It's about authentically, if you love someone, there's a great mantra: when you see a flower on the road and you admire its beauty, if you admire its beauty, then you'll pluck it and you'll take it home with you. But if you truly love the flower that you see, you're gonna let it stay there and you're just gonna water it because it's where it needs to be, right? So it's very important that if you're dealing with a relationship issue of any sort, especially your twin flame, you don't get too idealistic or caught up in your emotions, because that's not what this is about. This is about putting something to rest. And if you can do that, you're going to tap into the energies of the Empress, the energies of your own divine power. Number 3, this was also a reading that came out. The Empress was really strong on my TikToks today. Very, very, very strong energy. Check that out. My TikTok is Antojai Quantum Reiki, if you want to check that out. All right, so we're going to be tuning into the Isis deck now, and these are the messages that your spirit guides, the cosmic community that serves you, you know, like your friends and your family that are on the border, you know, waiting for you to kind of fully come into who you are and what you're doing. Okay, these are the messages for you. There's a really, really deep secret in your reality, okay? So you need to allow yourself to open up to that secret. And particularly the best way to open up to this secret that I've learned through Isis is letting go of my name. Like, you got to let go of your name. You have to say, like, my name is not so-and-so, right? What if I'm a being beyond that name? Maybe you remember a couple of your lifetimes, right? You have to remember that you're a being that's even beyond the names of the lifetimes that you've ever had. You might realize that you're a starseed, right? Okay, great. But you are even beyond the starseed story, and you can't get caught up on any one definition of yourself, because Source is multidimensional. Source would be infinite in its definition of self. If you focus on that, like namelessness and typing into your own divine secrets, you're going to activate your Merkaba, and it's called the Chariot of Ascension, which is going to open up really high energies for you right now. So it's not necessarily about doing shadow work. So sometimes when we say deep secret, we know it's tied to the throat chakra automatically, right? Because like a secret has to do with communication, authenticity, truth. That's the throat chakra, all right? But a deep secret doesn't always mean that it has to be like shadow work, because a lot of times we think like something's out of sight, so it's in the shadows. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes something's out of sight is because we forgot that we even had it there, right? Like when you lose your keys don't automatically they disappeared into the shadows because I can't like find them, right? Like, you know, you put them in a different area than where you would have normally put them for easy access. Like, you got to have that kind of information relevance with the 3D world and the cosmic world, so your life becomes a little bit easy when it comes to your own ascension. So this energy is really cool. All you have to do is detach from this reality, and your ascension is gonna like really skyrocket. But do know that you're gonna be tested when your ascension starts really kicking in to express love. So the main lesson that you're gonna have to be learning during this time is love. Rather finding it for yourself, finding it for other people, or just coming to terms with certain things that have happened in your timelines that no longer serve you, right? Like, they need to be loved, right? Like, maybe you had a fallout with your mom 20 years ago and you still think it's her fault. Well, how about you love that situation, right? Because it's not doing you any good. Just letting it sit in your mind. This is all about the portal of light. Right now, there is a portal of light that is open for you, and you want to ride it. It's kind of like a tunnel, like a water slide of like light energy is really what it is. But you can only get into the slide if you let go of your name, right? Like, you can't get into the slide, the water slide of light, if you're still strapped up with like your day clothes and like you don't have the right gear. You know, most people won't even let you go through the slide, right? Like the attendant. So kind of like that's all you need to do. Get in your swimwear by letting go of your name, right? Let go of all the tech, all the other crap, and then get on that Chariot of Ascension once you do that, and then it's just going to take you on a ride, all right? The portal of light is the water. And remember, I told you, look at this. I told you to abandon your name, right? Goddess of 10,000 names. The emanations of the priestess. This card literally means what I started off telling you right here at the beginning. Okay, so very important here for you to kind of just pay attention to this This is super easy. This is not hard. Like, all you have to do is literally let go of your name. If you're going to be letting go of your name, that means you have to let go of all the things that are tied to that identity. When you let go of the things that are tied to that identity, what are you letting go of? Your persona. When you let go of your persona, what are you doing? You're letting go of your ego. This is literally a lesson in just letting go of your ego, and it's the easiest way, by recognizing you're this being that's had 10,000 names, and none of them really could ever equate to who you really are. And boof, you know what I mean? Like, that means all the drama that you're attached to is like 10,000th that much important than the rest of your reality, right? So really important. If you do this, you're going to also align yourself with the divine stellar community that will help you attain the highest results that you're looking to attain after this. They're waiting for you. Like, this divine sisterhood card right here is like this, the mothership, and it's saying like, we're waiting for you. Come, we're ready. Okay, so here we have Mars and Mercury energy in this one. This one is going to straight up just tell you what you got to do to put into action right now. All right, we're going to be putting into action this information. So be attentive. Are you ready? So right now there's a drum of life that's playing for you, okay? So you might be feeling like things are kind of like going in this steady rhythm, and it hasn't been bad, okay? And you're kind of like, you're like, I can keep this going, but at the same time you're like, I really hope that I don't mess this up along the way, right? First of all, focus on the drumming, right? When you overthink dancing, you start making really robotic movements, all right? Every dancer will tell you that. But if you're in the flow of being with the rhythm of the music, like, you dance effortlessly, no complications, because you're not overthinking it. So just stay dancing, stay in that good vibe that you're in. And of course, there's going to be some things that are surfacing that make you kind of feel like your world is destroying itself, or there's things that are scary to move forward. But look, like, this card right here has the ancestors, okay? The ancestor is trying to bring that person out of the darkness that they're in. So really just allow yourself to be guided by the cosmos. This is a good time to listen to the cosmos. Even if the cosmos is telling you something against what you want to do, again, do it. All right, it's very similar to the energies over here. Like, sometimes we're told like you got to do something and you don't want to do it for the life of you, and like, by resisting, you're causing yourself like disservice, like, of some sort. Rather, a calamity happens, or you're stalling on the movement of the energy that you could be using sooner, right? So there's a lot of ways to look at your manifestation in a multidimensional fashion. You just have to let the cosmos and the ancestors guide you to your answers. There's a lot of power here that's being unlocked, but you have to remember that when that power comes through, you can't use it to be greedy or to overpower other people. A lot of times, like, when we get like good energy like this, it just courses through us and we're like, I can do anything, and like, it kind of goes to your head. So this is kind of like, remember, just always use it for the highest purpose that you need to during this time. There are a lot of things, a lot of venom that is coming out in your reality. So this is kind of going to be like, stay in this good rhythm, but you're going to have to deal with things that are testing, like a certain kind of venom that's inside of you. And you're only going to get through that by trusting the ancestors, and then also allowing yourself to sit in that power without being manipulated by this core fundamental issue. So for some people, it's like power. For some people, it's like their own victimization. For other people, it's just like their goals, like their vanity gets in the way, and that can be the venom. So great example is like, let's say somebody has vanity for like wealth, right? And they start unlocking a lot of power and energy, and that they felt like their reality was like in this shithole because of all this other things that were going on, and they found like the rhythm of life. If they continue to manifest from that situation, they're gonna start the cycle all over again, versus them looking at, okay, I'm in the rhythm of life right now. I know that I've been struggling recently. This new power has been amazing. What was limiting me before, right? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to like break down the consciousness barriers when we heal ourselves and we use tarot. remember, the Wheel of Fortune is on your side at this time. Like, all you're being asked to do is heal. You don't really have to do anything else. And if you do that, you're going to open up a lot of energy for your own movement. So it's a lot of good vibrations here. That again is going to be coming out only when you do some healing with your community and loving yourself. So you got to heal yourself first. You're going to end up like manifesting a lot of energy, and then you're going to be bringing those same energies into a community of some sort and helping other people to manifest themselves. So this is the mini reading that we have. If you want to know more about the cosmic energies and you want to know more about like some other complementary decks that I'm going to be adding into this as well, you want to check out Patreon for that longer edition video. And thank you so much for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a little comment telling me how this vibed with you. Share this with people. All right, boo boo. I love you. I hope you have a great Tuesday.